Jericho's out. This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal. Oh, my. He's wild in there. Who's coming out next? What? Sheamus is gone. The Great White's been eliminated. That's fun. Here comes the new favorite, Mark Henry. That's a first. What a move. Definitely sets a tone for the evening. Oh my God, his body's been through hell and his ribs.
Dude, Ben, I'm gonna watch on my phone, okay? Because I can't comment on your video when I'm watching it on my own phone.
Making a statement as we speak.
I can't make any more broadcasts until my dad comes back in here. I don't want to be connected to my Wi-Fi.
Looks like Mark Henry starting to weaken here.
You named it WWE, okay.
Competing with 29 other superstars.
Oh my God, I can't get
He's
up.
looked so good throughout this entire match. I don't expect this to be very much of a setback for him.
I don't disagree. And one thing I'll never do is count this guy out.
You're Mark Henry?
A crushing defeat for Dean Ambrose.
Oh, no, never mind, I'm Mark.
When this guy's on, look out.
No.
Number 10 will be joining us momentarily.
We knew he was an entrant in this year's Rumble. All eyes are on this monster as he comes to the ring.
What an impact to the midsection.
They couldn't find a home for that one. Well, it certainly wasn't due to a lack of trying, Michael. King, just look at this man. He's all business. And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight.
Oh my God.
Mark Henry with good timing here. You know when you take direct hits like that, it becomes hard to move. If you can't move, you can't win. Finn Balor starting to stumble. Oh my God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs are the brunt of the attack. And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. What a battle, what a great Royal Rumble. Who's going to be the next superstar to end this thing? Here comes the game. Oh, I'm afraid this is going to turn into a car wreck, Cole. Eric Rowan is gone. Yeah, actually, I think he's been gone for a while, if you know what I mean. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. Imagine what he's feeling, being deliberately deprived of oxygen by an opponent during a match. This is almost insufferable. No kidding, this is getting vicious. He looks a bit off his game here. To be expected, though, it's not like he's in there with a slouch, guys.
And it looks to me like neither of these guys are showing signs of pulling away here.
Well said, John, and now is the time for one of these guys to take hold of this match. If things don't change, Finn Balor might be done. This might be the beginning of the end for him. Not so fast. This guy's a fighter. Don't count him out just yet. Jeez, this is not a very good spot for him to be in right now, John. He's got to find a way to insert his dominance back into
I'm just going to watch it on my PS4, because I'm watching Yoda kill King.
This guy, he just reeks of arrogance. This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal. Oh, my. He's wild in there. Triple H setting up something big.
Oh my God.
He's in full-on attack mode now. Going to the top. High risk. Nice move. Oh, a dangerous move. What do you think the game strategy needs to be here, King? He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win here. He anticipated that move perfectly. Look at those eyes. Oh, yeah, this could be big. Oh, Mark Henry, you don't want to feel this. Perhaps Mark Henry has this. And there goes a superstar. Left enters the matchup.
Get up.
That's the first time tonight we've seen that move. I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often. Man, I didn't expect this, but the assault on Mark Henry seems to have left him disoriented here. Yeah. And now, and he wheels his way out. Well, moves like that at this stage are not to win any match. They just use the same message. Yeah, I think this guy's really showboating now. shows us some clever offense here.
He took an incredible pounding there. This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. And a lethal chop rains down.
You're right, that chop was brutal. What a Royal Rumble this has been. Action fast and furious, but we're not through. We have another entrant. The Monster Kane has been eliminated.
Bray Wyatt coming to the ring as only Bray Wyatt can.
Well, it's Bray Wyatt's world, Cole. We're just living in it. Or at least that's what he wants us to believe.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything.
The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least.
No kidding. Over and over and over again.
Man, oh man, did he take a wild swing with that one.
Right. That was wild indeed. Good thing we're over here.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Huge fist from Henry. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
I certainly didn't expect to see this kind of damage. It looks like a visit to the chiropractor's office will be in order after this one.
Who's going to be the next superstar to enter the Royal Rumble match?
I love the Royal Rumble. Let's see who it is.
Darren Young with you to get involved.
And this guy can make an impact in a hurry. He was able to reverse and get out of that.
And here comes the breaker.
He's not going to like this. He's showing no signs of letting up. The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is getting back to his feet.
A loud overhead punch wreaking havoc in here.
No kidding, that shot came out of nowhere.
And now he goes for it a second time. Yeah, I've never seen him do that before.
And now it is show off time. Don't waste time gloating here.
Pirate's territory. The clones engage in heavy fire upon him, not knowing who or what is coming for them. Load it up. Roger that.
First time for everything, I guess.
What a Royal Rumble this has been. Action fast and furious, but we're not through. We have another entrant. Who's it going to be? He saw that one coming.
Ziggler charging to the ring.
Yeah, Ziggler's always looking for new ways to show off, isn't he? Oh, and he eats the canvas.
And wow, they're able to get out of the ring. Oh my God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. Stay down! Stay down! Oh, Mark Henry, you don't want to feel this. Oh, struck a slam! When you're beat up, the last thing you want to have to deal with is this amount of power. Well, this might be the worst yet.
Dash Wilder is looking very critical right now.
You can't help but wonder how much more of this he can take.
You said it, Michael. This is absolutely not where he wants to be.
And he's got to know full well that he can't let his opponent build any more from this momentum he's on.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first time.
This is great. This guy will try anything. This reversal there. Oh, my! Alberto Del Rio. Well, there you have it.
That may be the first time we've seen that executed. You can't put a price tag on landing that perfect strike. And that nailed it. I believe that is the first time tonight we've seen that move. He's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind.
Yeah, I think he's stuck on the repeat button.
And we're back. With this kind of attack, you have to wonder just how much longer they can compete in this match.
Yeah, I completely agree. The way things are going in there, I'd say not much longer. My gosh, this is a beating.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in. What should Alberto Del Rio try to do differently at this stage to remain viable?
And you can't help but wonder how much more of this 30-man match he can withstand.
Yeah, but even more concerning is the fact that his finisher has failed to put his opponent away on 2 separate occasions.
If I could just interject here for a moment, he's already hit 2 finishers and neither one did the job. And now he finds himself in this incredibly tough situation. You know what? Maybe it's just not his night. Watch out! He's inflicting some serious pain here. Every time he has to get up, it takes more and more effort. I think I saw two flash. Dash Wilder gets out of that one. Nice move, Dash. Henry gets shut down. He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. He's showing no signs of letting up. Few superstars. Del Rio's been eliminated. I don't believe it. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next. Me too. I've given up even trying to figure out what they're going to do next. I'm just sitting back watching and enjoying. Darren Young is getting ready here. Gotcha. That was some serious power right there. Well, this might be the worst yet. And there goes the superstar. And down goes Dash Wilder. And that's why the adage holds true. There's a first time for everything. I think you're right. I believe that's the first time he's ever attempted this. He drops the elbow. On the offensive here. And that one hurt his hand. Huge headlock. And now what? How is Darren Young enduring such physical abuse? Guys, he's going to have to turn things around quickly if he wants to win this thing. Hard to argue that. Momentum certainly is not on his side. Well, victory's not the only thing on the line here, Cole. When you have a competitor such as this in the ring, pride becomes a major issue. He's pulling out all the stops tonight. Boy, the time just flies, doesn't it? Work is being put in by Stardust. He drops the elbow.
But she was quickly taken away from her by Coyle and placed back into a storage room. Witnessing this, HOB 147 believed
the action is fast and furious here. He just eliminated him with authority. Oh, he's been eliminated. My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
But they stopped after seeing that he wasn't being hostile to them, and they later explained to him of what happened. While this was happening, Coyle's ship was smuggled to Jedi. But before the boarded clones got a chance to search the ship, HOB 147 came in for the rescue and told them about how Coyle had saved him, and he had already searched the entire ship and found no Jedi. They believed him and left. It is unknown what happened to HOB 147 afterwards. Next, we have ABLE 1707, also simply known as Abel. He served under Shakti during the Clone Wars. During one of his missions, he was shot down and was eventually left stranded on an uninhabitable planet after his comrades were killed around him in battle. With no way of contacting the outside galaxy, he was forced to survive on his own for the next 20 years.
What do you gotta play?
Took place, and he would finally make contact with other people. A skirmish between the rebels and the Empire took place on his planet near his campsite. Believing the stormtroopers to be clones in new armor, he ran to them in his Phase 1 armor. But the Imperial officer believed him to be a rebel trick, so he ordered his men to fire upon the clone. Abel was able to escape, but was left confused as to why they would attack him. He eventually ran into Luke Skywalker and Nara. Initially puzzled as to what was before him, Luke and Nara explained to the clone what had happened to the galaxy over the past 20 years, and now they were fighting the Empire that destroyed the Jedi. Luke proceeded to show the clone that he was a Jedi, just like the ones Abel fought with during the Clone Wars. This prompted Abel to join them and help them escape the planet from the Empire. After successfully escaping, Abel decided to join the Rebel Alliance and to work within the Alliance Intelligence Corps. The next group of clones were all commandos, meaning they possessed a higher ability of independent thought than the regular clones, allowing them to operate away from the more standard command structure and freely think more for themselves. First is Omega Squad, which was an elite commando unit. Members of this unit were Darwin, Ayton, Feed, Core, and Niner, the leader of the squad. When Order 66 was issued, Omega Squad did not comply, as Darwin, one of the commandos, had a relationship with Jedi Knight
Aiden English!
Omega Squad instead decided to desert the military with Cal Diego! However, their carefully laid plans to
I'm getting goosebumps anticipating this one. It's a Falls Count Anywhere match, and it happens next. We have The Rock in a match against Story of WWE's finest. Get ready for a fight
with the injured Niner. Unable to rejoin their brothers due to the establishment of the Galactic Empire, Garmin and Niner were forced to remain commandos. They were combined with survivors of Galar Squad, becoming Squad 40 of the 501st Legion.
What are you playing? 2K17. No! Wait, what game mode on there? I don't know.
Jedi Rogue Shrine, Holy Chitauri, and Holy Starstone, believing the Order to be a false enemy symbol. They then saved the Jedi from being ambushed by forces of Commander Salvo by setting up a counter-ambush and allowing the Jedi to escape. As a result, Darth Vader killed 2 members of the team, but Captain Climber and Trace were able to escape to the forested hills of Arcana. Vader then ordered his men to hunt down the commandos and return them to him alive. After Vader decapitated Mos Chatauri, a clone shock trooper informed him that the
And the man from Chicago, Aiden English, hears the bell, and we're underway.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this match ended in our laps before it's all said and done.
We're in for a good one tonight.
And you know what? I would have it no other way.
Criticized the Jedi for using a slave army to fight their war.
Uh-oh. Things could get real interesting out here.
It's always interesting when they battle outside the ring.
And that one hurt his hand.
Well, the topic of The Rock here, tell us your thoughts. How does he come out on top in this fatal 4-way?
I see somebody who's determined to walk away victorious. Unfortunately, I also see 3 others who are equally as driven to succeed. Something's going to have to give.
In a fatal 4-way match, you never know where the attack is going to come from, and it can quickly turn into a handicap match as well.
Tossed out like a rag doll. He dropped like a stone king. How many cliches can you and I use? Dropped him like a bad habit. Well, that's the first time we've seen that move tonight from either locker room.
I gotta love it.
Did I join the party, Spin?
There's a first time for everything.
He ended. No, he left.
If you're right, I believe that's the first time he's ever attempted this.
For centuries,
Look at this.
the galaxy knew peace.
His chest may be black and blue after this.
You know, this is great offense by Diego.
Incredible.
Action outside. If you like old-time wrestling, you gotta love watching Aiden English compete. This guy's a real throwback. Reminds me a lot of the early 20th century. He's in full-on attack mode now.
Extra slow getting back to, and that was a huge counter.
Now we must
Great move. How will these guys do with absorbing the punishment they're about to receive out here? It looks like we're going to see what kind of pain they can inflict.
Hey, Diego makes the cover.
And an easy kick out breaks up the referee's count.
You're right, he made it look easy.
You can't teach heart. Believe me when I tell you this guy is filled with it.
Public fight zone.
We will prevail.
We will destroy them.
What?
There he goes again, and again, and again, and again. Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive massive damage.
Well, anybody would know about the wrestling scene of the early 20th century as you, King. Were you once a tag team partner of George Hackenschmidt?
Ooh.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. But you're right, Aiden English has all the makings of a catch-as-catch-can type competitor.
I mean, if this wrestling thing doesn't work out for him, which would shock me, he can certainly fall back on his time spent in the theater.
All this action outside the ring. Real dangerous out here. The Rock may be in a bad way here. Making matters worse, she's got not one, but three guys looking to destroy him here tonight.
And, Michael, this might very well be where one of these guys...
It's good point, John. And I'd say this...